most people were using the Arduino IDE, but I usually prefer to use Platform IO. But let's see if I can find this board in the Platform IO module website or whatever. So yeah, see you in a bit. So yeah, this is my Platform IO. I will try to search this ESP32 Cam board if I can. If I can find one. So open. So as per this tutorial, I think so I have to use the AI Thinker ESP32 Cam. I think so it's close enough. So yeah, now I have this. So this is my standard setup. Everything is just initializing. So most people are, so I have to check whether I can use the example code. So it's been a long time I have used Platform IO, but usually for ESP stuff I use Platform IO, and I have installed this after a long time, so it's still taking some time to initialize. Or maybe I can search for the ESP32 Cam Webserver example. So yeah, this guy random nerd tutorial, he's generally quite good. When I was trying to learn about ESP32, he was the guy I used to follow. He has a very good instructions on how to use these ESP32 modules. So yeah. So I think so this is the code for, I believe so he has the same one. I mean it looks the same, so I'll assume this is the one that I'm supposed to use. So we already have the USB board, so I don't have to use whatever this USB FTDI program is. I don't have to use this, so I'll just copy this code. I would still like to find if my Platform IO is working. Okay, how to reload it. I think so this one should work. So I think so this is the one everybody is using. It's still, or maybe not. I believe so this one should work. Okay, I'll use this one. Obviously I need to change the ID and password of my SSID and password, so I'm going to do that. So now I'm going to use this cable to program my ESP32 module. So I'm going to attach this thing to my laptop. I hope so I don't blow up anything. So yeah, this thing is attached. This is not my code, this is the example code. So if I remember correctly, I have to build this thing first. So it's building now. Now it uses some OpenJDK library as well. Okay, so this is already now, and this has been built now. So if I refresh, I can see, I think so there's some kind of build folder or something, if I'm not wrong. Yep, so this is my build folder, and now I have all my firmware bin file. Elf, I think so this is the one it tries to upload. So upload, let's see what's gonna happen. So it has flashed. I can so I have to open the serial monitor. Okay, so start monitoring. So hey guys, yeah, so I wasn't able to make the web server code that I copied earlier, didn't work. So I just wanted to test my board, my ESP32 camera module, just to make sure that it's actually working. So I end up writing this simple sketch for on and off, and yep, it's doing that. It's blinking on and off with 1 second delay, so that means the board is fine. I'm still trying to figure out how to do, it's going bright actually. So let's see if this is working, then means I have to find some new code to make my web server work. See you. So there's this guy, RayDIY.de. His tutorial seems to work because he's using ESP32 with platform IO and VS Code. So the first thing we can try is to connect my ESP32 Cam with Wi-Fi. So obviously these things are already there. I'm gonna test this code to see whether it works with mine or not, and it should be able to print this local IP if it connects successfully. So yeah, and in my case, instead of connecting to Wi-Fi, so here I have to have my SSID and password. I will be using my so I have this like mobile hotspot thing, and this is like the SSID password for that. So I'm going to use this so that I can list all the devices that I have, and this is generally what I used to use when I used to do my ESP32 projects. Connecting to this mobile network is a bit more easier, and let's say if you're demonstrating somewhere else, then you always know that this one works. Obviously it would be better if I could use the Wi-Fi, but still maybe this might work. At least I'll test with this one initially, then I might move to Wi-Fi. So yeah, I have done the modifications required, so I'm gonna build it first. This as well, my ESP32. So now I'm gonna upload the newly built firmware. So it has now built the firmware successfully, and I'm gonna go to the serial monitor and start opening the serial monitor port. So hey guys, I have been trying a lot of stuff. So one thing I realized was that my serial wasn't working properly at all. See, even just doing normal serial commands weren't working. Then I tried a few solutions, nothing seemed to work. But then I stumbled upon this subreddit, and on this Reddit post, exactly the issue I had. And the very last comment, they had this link to one of the platform IO discussions, and yeah, I added these 3 lines to my platform IO INI file. So wait a second. So yeah, in a platform IO, I added these 3 lines as well to make sure everything works. Yeah, and now I'll build. I also ended up changing the cable. I mean, the earlier cable was fine, but I'm using a much better one now. So yeah, it has now built. So now I'll do upload and monitor. Yep. So everything is working as it's supposed to. So yeah, even when I do like, let's say Control C. But the other thing is that, let's say I clear this, start monitoring, nothing comes on the serial monitor for some reason still, but I'm fine with it. If because let's say I choose monitor seems to work. Also have this reset button. So yeah, it resets it. This button here, it has like a reset button. So resetting it works. So the monitor works, but the serial monitor in VS Code itself doesn't work, which is fine. I don't wanna debug it for now. But yeah, serial seems to work. So now I'm gonna test the Wi-Fi connection, whether it's able to connect to Wi-Fi and able to give a local IP as we want to. So yeah, so I ended up changing the SSID and password to my home Wi-Fi, and I want to try it once more. So first I'm gonna build my new code, because every time you change this SSID and password you have to build your code, and then I'll click on uploaded monitor. So it's now flashing the code to my ESP32, and hopefully it should connect to my home Wi-Fi. And we have to make sure my home Wi-Fi is 2.4 gigahertz. So yeah, it's connected to my Wi-Fi, and this is my local IP onto which I can identify this device in my local network. So yeah, next I will now try to do the final web. I think so, the third step. So now this is done. So yeah, my third step is to set up a web server, just to see like whether it's able to host. I don't know what this is. I think it's trying to capture the ESP camera and hosting it to the local server. So yeah, I'm gonna try this code out and let's see how it works. So I have just copy pasted the code from the blog for the web server, camera web server, to see whether it works or not. I hope so it works. And yeah, so I'm gonna build this thing first. So yeah, successfully built it, and now I'm gonna upload and monitor. So yeah, we can see it's the local IP address, and we also have the port number for our server. So yeah, I can go into my web browser. Okay, so I already typed it before earlier, just to see whether I'm able to access it or not. And I'm going to include port 80 to my URL, so that I can access the web server hosted by this ESP32 Cam module. So yeah, I'll just, yep, so as you could see, as I move my camera. Actually, for some reason, this is the upside of the camera. So yeah, you could see as I move my camera, you could see my room. This is my other desk. The resolution is quite big. I could use a lower resolution just to display it, but even with the higher resolution, the latency is not that bad. I mean, it's quite good. And also, I'm thinking of trying to attach an antenna to it to test the range of this, just to see how far I can take this camera to make this portable, because right now it's connected to my laptop, but obviously I would like to try to make it portable and wireless. So yeah, maybe I can try to lower the resolution to see what the latency looks like with a lower resolution. So looking through the code of this web server, this line config dot frame size equals to whatever this thing is. So this is a macro for different resolutions that we can use. So I think so it's using this one because there is some like PSRAM found, which seems to be false for us. Because we could see it was like 800 by 600, the resolution of our current web server. If you can see right now, it's about 800 by 600. Yeah, so most probably we don't have the PSRAM, but still. So I just asked ChatGPT how to change the frame size. So these are the macros I can use to change the different sizes. The one I actually wanted to try was the 640 by 480, this one. And yeah, well, this one also was good enough, but I would also like to try this one just to see how well it works. So there are a bunch of these settings that I can actually fiddle around with to see like how well if I want to, let's say, prioritize resolution over latency or latency over resolution, so I can configure using all these config parameters. So yeah, I think so I'm gonna change this one to just the VGA. I should remove this comment because now I know what this means. So yeah, I'm gonna build. I know there are some errors also, mostly because of, I think, some legacy code that our library might be using, but no worries. I don't think so that's hindering our any kind of performance that we are seeing. So okay, so it's the same IP with the same port. So now so this is my old stream. I have to refresh this thing. So okay, I think so it's running on lower resolution, and well, the aspect ratio is still the same. So yeah, so it's now running in even lower resolution. so I'm not seeing too much of a difference. There is difference, obviously, but still there is a little bit of latency right now. Actually, my idea was I wanted to use it to do some kind of, let's say, online slam with all the computation happening on the computer. This was only used as like a just to like transmit the frames, and all the computation of the slam was happening on my, let's say, on my laptop. Let's see how well that works. So yeah, seems quite nice. Maybe just try to make this a bit more portable. And yeah, in this video I just wanted to test it out because I bought it. I wanted to see whether the board is working or not, and I believe so, it works quite well. I tried to package it in a much smaller container, and yeah, maybe that's it for today's video. I wanted to show this, how it works, and I wanted to make sure this is the first time I'm doing this setup. So yeah, that's me recording on my iPhone. Wait a second. Yep, that's me. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.